In this cold, dark castle where I lay my head, nowhere suitable for my bed, I fear to roam inside my home, for inside myself I am already dead. I hear a rapping on my door, fall to my knees, and beg no more. Screaming voices swelling with anticipation, yelling, the precipitation falling from my eyes not comprehending. The words I could not form, I now drown in my surroundings. A thrift store kind of puzzle, the story phrase revealing nothing. The means do not end, the colors are off scale, the glass rescinds the cut, the wound, it lies in waiting. So, for people that have been watching my videos and have probably been a little bit worried about me that I don't have as much creativity as I should, I just poured everything that I have been feeling in the last couple days into this dark atmosphere, and now I am not sure when I am going to get any more. That might be it for a while, but I hope that you enjoyed it. Anyways, I did have to look up that next thing that I need to do. Apparently there is a lawn switch that I'm just not seeing somewhere. Like, I'm apparently blind to it. It's supposed to be in this room. I thought that I would have been able to go back to the hallway. I realized when I was watching my video back over that I did not check everything inside of there. Did not know that it would have locked me out. I'm kind of wondering if the person in Daniel's note knows that he is after him. Like, I'm not sure how much time has taken place past. Ooh, nice. I'm not sure how much time has taken place or how much events have occurred past that note. Were those snakes hissing at me? Okay, cool. New info. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square, another lone soul in London. No, it went away too fast. Ah, well, everybody saw it. Everybody knew what it read. Ooh. I like this. This looks awesome. It's, and I know that this is supposed to be, like, it's not medieval times, but it's in a castle, so close enough. I could probably say it's like Victorian times. So, how I was talking about the Elder Scrolls in the last video.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
So, and that's what I've been wondering in the past little bit. Like, what is Alexander to Daniel? Is he a butler, an uncle, a business colleague, a, like, dark cultist friend? I know that alchemy was big off and on in olden times, you know, before the age of technology, because they had to fill their lives with something, you know? I just don't know which times, like, or even if it was a constant thing, or if it had to keep going away and coming back. So I'm going to pick at random, kind of like a handful of cards, like which places I could go. There's a laboratory, there's a wine cellar. I don't know what's down here. There's all this hissing everywhere. Are those rats, slugs? But yeah, before I get into things, I wanted to finish my thought that yes, it does feel very Elder Scrolls in a sense, but just walking into that lobby reminded me of the first Metro, like, what would it be? The first, like, subway area in Fallout 3. That was awesome. I played enough of Fallout 4 that Wait, is this where I came from into the place? No, I came from that direction. So that is a unmarked something. But yeah, one of the things that I like the most about Fallout... So was that like a memory or something that actually happened? It's hard to tell with these kinds of games, like what you're hallucinating and what is real. But yeah, I really liked the subway areas in Fallout 3 because it was like an extra little way to get places. So, archives, you know what? I've run around not really doing anything. Let's just pick this, just off chance. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought, and struck his victim with a rock. What? What is this game? It's just like these dark tendencies. Where exactly do they come from? Okay, I'm starting to see a little bit of warbling. Is this gonna go out as I go past it or something? Or like, are the rooms going to change at some point once I do something to reveal like blood spots where there weren't any before? Like, you're thinking that things are fine and you realize more and more as you play the game that you're not fine. I remember, I did look it up, by the way, that this game is what, it was made in 2010. Ooh, a note. Now, I want to read notes in my own voice so that I can be crazy with it, but it kind of takes that away from me, and I hate that. I'm still curious, so...
May 1839.
Okay, so it's a little backwards.
The African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Oh man, with how everybody has been whining about the British Museum for, geez, I don't know how many years. You've stolen things from everything and everywhere. You've found all these things, and like, that's what a museum is. That's what a museum does. So, like, I don't know how, how people are complaining about this stuff. Like, you go on these anthropological finds. I don't know. It's Like, it's not my place to say anything about it. It just seems a little off. It's kind of like playground antics when a kid won't share a toy. I don't know. Picked up tinderbox. Is there anything else in here? Can I grab these bricks or books or whatnot? Hard to tell what's a brick and what's a book, really. Like, I don't know why you would keep bricks inside the house, but that's not for me to judge. Even though I like to judge everybody about everything else. Is this... Okay, so it goes in. Is somebody there? I don't want to quite... yeah, here we go, another note. Alright, more...
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Oh yeah, wow, I couldn't have expected that. It's feeling very Sea Madness-y. Like, people have heard about that, right? Where you're out at sea, and the reason that they tell you not to drink the seawater is because, it is salt water, and it will dehydrate you and make you delirious. Yeah, I was gonna say hilarious. I'm pretty sure to everybody watching that person, it would be hilarious. Ah, somebody's behind the door. No, they're not. But yeah, it makes you... Can I break the urn? Cool. Awesome. Old tomes. I'm glad that it translates it because, like, I don't know. You know, that's one of those things that I have wanted to bring back. They call Latin a dead language, but, like, why does it have to stay dead, though? If enough people start using it again, it can be revived. It's not like it's a person, it's not like it's a mummy that you have found in an old tomb. You know, you can't bring that 1,000-year-old used to be a person back, but you can bring a language back if you want to, you know? Like, who decides these things? Who decides these things for other people that languages just get to stay dead? You know? Like, that's not fun. That's not creative or inviting. That's not exciting. It's just stupid and dumb. I want to make sure... See, this... I hate that I have the memory issues that I do, because it's like, where did I go? No, I'm not gonna break into a whole, like, Cotton-Eyed Joe verse, but I am gonna... You know, that song, that joke has been overdone. That is really cool. Okay, so here's another thing. I'm noticing that I'm at 15 minutes. I am actually going to continue this. Like, usually I only do an episode a day, but my interest is leading me along on this great sojourn. Yeah, I remembered that word recently. Like, words come and go from my vocabulary, right? A sojourn is a journey. Apparently it's snowing right now. That is interesting. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, that's right. About big paintings and how, there are 8K TVs that exist, but they are 80 inches and like $10,000, and who's going to fall for that, right? I keep trying to look for smaller 8K TVs, but apparently it's not a thing that exists, which is weird. Wasn't there something like 10 years ago or something that 10 years ago or something that said that they were figuring out how to make lasers and therefore laser writing more like pinpoint small, like they were trying to make it smaller and smaller so that they could write more stuff, you know, and cram more pixels into a smaller space and stuff. And it's like, nobody's going to want a TV the size of their house. I mean, the idea is awesome, but the execution is not. And I feel like if you're going to do it that way and only that way, that you shouldn't do it at all. Okay, now I'm going to end this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. I love you all, audience. Have a good rest of your day. And goodbye. Hopefully more of this tomorrow, you know?